What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we have some interesting breaking news. As undefeated two-division world champion, former unified junior middleweight world champion, now the reigning WBC middleweight world champion, superstar boxer, Jermall Lions only Charlo, 32 wins, no loss and no draw, 22 big wins by way of knockout. He is 32 years of age, 6 feet tall, with a 74-inch arm reach. He confirms that fellow undefeated two-division world champion, superstar boxer, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, 32 wins, no loss and no draw, 19 wins by way of knockout, 35 years of age, 6 feet tall with a 73.5-inch arm reach, and he's a southpaw. Jermall is an orthodox fighter. Jermall Charlo, he confirms that Demetrius Andrade and himself have been on the phone and had an hour-long conversation to try to get a fight done for this summer, and that he is going to bypass any tune-ups and go straight into a fight with Demetrius Andrade. The last time we saw Jermall Charlo in the ring was June of 2021 when he fought Juan Maciel Monteo. That was June of 2021. So he's been out the ring for 2 years, okay? And everybody's clamoring to see when Jermall Charlo is going to make his ring return. And so Jermall Charlo is now stating that he and Demetrius Andrade, as you can see, has been on the phone for a whole hour, okay? They've been on the phone for a whole hour trying to negotiate and get a deal done so that they could face off against one another in the summer. Okay, that's huge. This is a fight that has been long in the making. When they both was at junior middleweight, 154 pounds, everybody wanted to see Demetrius Andrade, Jermall Charlo unify the belts. Demetrius Andrade, he actually had negotiations, and he was in already in a contract to face off against Jermall Charlo's identical twin brother, who is now 3-time junior middleweight world champion and the undisputed junior middleweight world champion superstar boxer, Jermall Ironman Charlo, who is now 35 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 19 wins by way of knockout. Obviously, they're the same age, but he's a little bit shorter, 5'11.5" with a 73.5-inch arm reach. And Demetrius Andrade, excuse me, he pulled out the fight. There was a lot of different reports that Demetrius Andrade wasn't happy with the money he was going to receive in the fight. He wasn't happy with the negotiations, with the share of the pie he was going to receive. So Demetrius Andrade, he pulled out the fight. And there's reports that he pulled out about 10 days out from the fight. And the Charlo twins and Ronnie Shields, the well-renowned Hall of Fame trainer, who is was the trainer of both guys and now just trains Jermall Charlo, he wasn't happy with that. And he stated that the Charlos was like they would never fight Demetrius Andrade because he cost them a lot of money. And so they're moving on from a possible showdown with Demetrius Andrade. Nonetheless, Jermall Charlo now is looking to have big fights in his career. He has, in total, he's only fought 3 world champions total in his career. That was Cornelius K9 Bundridge for when he won the IBF title from K9 Cornelius Bundridge. Then he fought against Austin No Doubt Trout, who was a world champion. And then he fought against Julian J. Rod Williams, who became a world champion 3 years after Jermall Charlo had beaten him. So a total of 3 champions in his career, the Jermall Charlo fight. And he did have a tough fight with Sergey Derevyanchenko. That was a good fight for him. That was arguably the biggest name on his resume, outside of Julian J. Rod Williams, who became a unified champion after he beat and shocked the world, beating Swift Jarrett Hurd. Okay, so with that said, this would be the biggest fight and the biggest career defining fight for Jermall Charlo at this point in time in his career. So this is a huge fight. Again, like I said, many people have been clamoring to see this fight. Many people have been clamoring to see them fight when they was in, 154. And now it looks like we could finally get it, seeing as though Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade has now signed. See, in the prior past, Demetrius Andrade was with different promoters, different networks. Now he's with the PBC, Premier Boxing Champion, founder and advisor Al Heyman, and he's also with Showtime President Sports Steven Espinosa. The whole reason Demetrius Andrade even came over to the PBC was so that he can secure these fights with Jermall Charlo, possible showdown with undefeated 2-time WBC super middleweight world champion, the Mexican monster, Ecuadorian fighter in David Benavidez, and possibly Adrian Morel, okay, super middleweight Cuban star title contender. So that's the whole reason Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade even signed with the PBC to secure these fights. Now, what's ironic here is that Demetrius Andrade now fights at 168. Jermall Charlo is the WBC reigning 160-pound champion. So the rubber's going to have to meet the road. Is Jermall Charlo going to move up to 168? Because he can't secure any of the fights with Jenovic, who is the champion at 160, Gennady Triple G Golovkin, who holds 2 belts at 160. Those unification bouts are not presenting itself for Jermall Charlo, okay? And so with that said, you know, Jermall Charlo can't keep waiting around. You know, his career is stagnant. Not to mention he had personal issues in his personal life that kept him out the ring for 2 years. So Jermall Charlo has to do something, and it looks like Jermall Charlo, you know, is definitely looking to fight the best. Like he stated, you see here, he's willing to bypass any tune-ups. Now, I don't know if this is going to hold to be true. I don't know if Al Heyman and Showtime is going to allow Jermall Charlo to go right into a mega fight with Demetrius Andrade. But if you really want to be technical, Demetrius Andrade is not the most active fighter in his own right. And he's 35 years of age. Now, he's been more active than Jermall Charlo in the last 2 years, but for the most part, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade is not a very active fighter himself, okay? And when he does fight, he's not fighting the best opposition, but he is getting the ring rust off, okay? So Demetrius Andrade, he fought in Damon Nicholson January of this year. But just like Jermall Charlo, the last time we saw Demetrius Andrade was when he fought Jason Quigley. That was November of 2021. So he had been out the ring for 2 years himself. Okay, then he fought twice in 2021, once in 2020, and twice in 2019, once in 2018, twice in 2017. So he's not once in 2016, once in 2017. He's not the most active fighter either. So this is a huge opportunity for both guys. I think the time is now. I think I would rather see Jermall Charlo have a tune-up fight, because I don't want there to be any rhyme or reason, or we see not the best version of Jermall Charlo versus Demetrius Andrade, who is a southpaw, who is slick. But Jermall Charlo said he's staying ready so he don't have to get ready. So this is huge news. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone.